Good grief. 16 pre-orders? I thought I had like 10 coming. I was remembering stuff I didn't remember I ordered. Mercy. I think I have like space for 12 in my cabinet. Jeez. Guess I could tear up the diorama side, the 6 scale side, but one thing's for sure. No more pre-orders until the rest of these come in, so. Jim, don't have anything new up. Whoa, nice. That is killer. And the purchase order is up right now for 24 hours, great. I just said I don't have space. We do have that room in the gym.
Don't even think about it.
We'll be right back. Thanks for joining me today. A new segment called Half-Ass Stash. Try saying that 10 times real fast. So as you saw in that intro, I've got about 16 or 17 pieces coming in. For some people that's known as June. But I'm not saying anything. Anyway, here we go. So, first up we got a custom Carnage. And with custom pieces, I'm not going to say the ES on them. Almost all of them, or all of them, are under 100 ES. ES, for anybody new to the hobby, is edition size, how many of them are made. This is a piece that I just found from a referral from another commissioner, and he said that people were, the commissioner was looking for people to buy into this. And anyway, I've always looked at the various Carnages, and this is the first one that grabbed me. Just really like the concept with it, and everything that he's done here. I like the fact that he's on the Daily Bugle sign is broken off there, so it tells a story. Has 4 head sculpts, I think it is, there, and multiple switch outs. Just really liked everything about it. I especially like this open mouth head sculpt. I think it's my favorite, and I don't like him displaying the severed head or the mask. I think I'm going with the Talon look. But anyway, really looking forward to this piece. Not sure exactly when it'll be out, but definitely a winner. Next up, we have XM's Doc Ock, which there's some debate amongst the forums about how long, but this guy's been delayed for quite some time. He just recently got delayed again. He is now scheduled to come out in Q3 of 2020, so fingers crossed. Great Spidey villain. I think this is very well done. It's received some criticism for the coat. A lot of people don't like that. A lot of people think the tentacles are too small, but I think it's a great representation of Doc Ock. I've never seen one close to as good as this one, so a piece that I'm very much looking forward to. He has an ES of 600 according to XM's site, so excellent. Next up is a custom Deadpool versus Wolverine based on this art here, and they just killed it on this on the render. So I'm hoping the sculpt, and expect this to fully anticipate that the sculpt will come out as nice, but man, two of my hands down favorite characters, Deadpool and Wolverine. I've always liked that art whenever I've stumbled across it on the net. So really excited that somebody is doing this piece, and so far it's nothing but thumbs up. Just so well thought out, so well done. Staying in the Deadpool theme, we have XM's Deadpool. Again, a piece that's received a lot of criticism. A lot of people don't like the silliness, the zaniness of it, but to me it is absolutely comic Deadpool. If you didn't follow Deadpool in the comics and you only know him from the movie and you don't want the ninja Deadpool, this ain't your Deadpool. I love everything about it. The stupid roller skates he's got on, which make no sense. He's on a carousel, a pink unicorn hair carousel horse. Just everything about it is killer. I usually don't like unmasked portraits, but I even like the fact he's got his mask pulled up with the grenade in his mouth. Just very well done. XM site says it has an ES of 358. I'm not sure if that's accurate or not, but it was a made-to-order piece, and the purchase orders are closed, so they have it at 358. So kind of odd number, but that's what they got. Next up is a piece that I actually have in my possession. Now it's actually in my cabinet, is the XM Doctor Strange. I just recently bought it. I've held off on buying this piece because of one reason. I didn't like the original head sculpt. It's an older XM piece, and you know, the head sculpt was just okay, but liked everything else about it. The concept, the arm table, you know, with the book is very cool. But then I stumbled across a YouTube video, and this gentleman had a custom head sculpt made. So I was able to, he mentions even the video, and I was able to hunt down, and this is the head sculpt that he produced for it. And as soon as I saw that, I was like, okay, I've got to have it. So I've got that coming, might be here next month, and I'll do a review on that once I get the custom head sculpt. Should make that piece A+. Next up is XM's Green Goblin. Another piece that's received some criticism, but I like it. I like it a lot. Except for the eyes are a little bit whack. Looks like he's a little cross-eyed, but I'm sure they'll remedy that by the time, or either it's just the photograph makes it look like that. But he's received some criticism. I don't love the glider. I wish it was a little bit more like the original comic, not the broomstick, but the original bat-looking goblin glider, but I think it's very well done. He's also received criticism on the Norman Osborn head sculpt, but I like it also. Like to see the hair be just a touch redder, but very well done. So XM has Goblin at 238 on the ES, and he's slated, I believe, to come out in 2021. I'm not sure which quarter, but one I'm really looking forward to. Probably my favorite Spidey villain is Spidey versus Green Goblin, so very much looking forward to him. Next up, if you saw my Hawkeye XM review, you saw that I had this guy come in. It's a custom Hawkeye that is exceptionally well done. I think the XM was nice, but I think this guy smokes it. Gotten to be good friends with the commissioner of it, and just everything I've seen, he does top-notch work. Really excited about it. Has 3 different head sculpts and 2 different poses that you can do with the bow, which are exceptional. And again, having the Sentinel base will be a huge plus, where it will fit in the group shot with the XM Iron Man and Sideshow Cap and Black Widow. The only way you could improve this piece was to either have thrown a stoplight or a fire hydrant in there, but it'll be good regardless. So, moving on. XM Hulk transformation. This might be the next piece that I actually get in hand. I'm not exactly sure. It is on XM site, scheduled for release at the end of May. Well, guess what? It is the 24th of May. So this piece should be out anytime now. So very well done. I think this dude is going to be huge. I'm terrified what the shipping costs are going to be, considering the current state, but I think this piece is absolute perfection by the renders. I'm hoping what we get in hand is the same. Has an ES of 750, and again, hope to get him at any time. So next up, we have a piece that I have very much been anticipating from the first time that I saw it. It's probably my most anticipated piece, especially after how awesome their Thanos bust came out, is Queen Studios' Loki. And the first time that I saw this, I was just like jaw on the floor. What, of the detail of just how realistic every single thing looked. Little imperfections in his skin, veins around his nose, eyelashes, the rooted hair, everything is just like, it's almost creepy of how realistic it looks, and I'm hoping it looks like that on my shelf. He also comes with the helmet now that I think some of the earlier ones that shipped did not. I don't know if it's going to be an ad on them or not, but the helmet that you saw in Ragnarok, which you see here, is going to come with him, and he is going to be extremely tall, but thankfully fits in my center cabinet. So very excited about this Loki piece, and I hope he meets expectations. Next up is a custom Ghost Rider. So the XM Ghost Rider has been kind of the king of the hill, but I think there's going to be a new king, quite honestly, in my opinion, very shortly. This is also a piece I think will probably ship before too long. This thing is just astonishing. Truth be known, I'm not a huge Ghost Rider fan. You know, I didn't really follow him. I did have a few comics, especially whenever he crossed over with some other characters. But when I saw this, I was just like, that is art. Fantastic. Had to have it, and got one coming. So, exceptional piece. The commissioner is the bomb. Made a friendship with him, and we enjoyed chatting just about whatever. But really, really excited for this. Same commissioner and the same story. Not a huge Spawn fan, didn't really follow the character too much. I had a lull where I didn't really follow Marvel too much in the 90s, you know, and early 2000s or whatever. And the movie sparked my interest back, my love from the 70s and 80s as a kid. But this Spawn piece, whenever I saw it, was just like, that is incredible. It might be one of the most incredible statues I've seen as far as total execution. He has assembly videos that are just blow me away of how intricate this thing is designed. But it comes with 4 head sculpts, and they are amazing, every single one of them. I actually go back and forth of which is my favorite. I think I like this zombie hamburger meat looking one the best, but they are all amazing. And also love the fact that he's got the severed clown head. That's pretty cool. And here are those two from the same commissioner pictured together, and what a duo. I think I'm going to display them together because you got common themes and going on there. So what an outstanding piece. Next up, Sideshow just released a sneak peek of their Spider-Man versus Venom 1980s Breaking edition, and mercy, that one needs some help, so that's my bad Photoshop on it. Moving along, a real Spider-Man that's awesome. This one is actually already in the painter's hands to be done. This is a custom Spider-Man. Stumbled across this pic and I was like, I have got to have that. That is exactly what's in my head. Again, a piece with a little bit of controversy. There's some people have been criticizing the neck seam and also that the unmasked portrait, that he looks a little bit older, but I still love it and I'm still very excited to have it. Next up we have Queen Studios' Scarlet Witch, and this was a piece that I was just kind of like, it's in the Avengers line, you know, it's got the Sentinel base. I think it's cool. I think it's well done. You know, not the greatest statue, you know, being excited for, but just filling out the Avengers line there, I purchased it. And then the commissioner of the Hawkeye contacted me and he was like, dude, I have Scarlet Witch coming out. What are you doing? So, and a little sneak peek of it here. So I'm sure I will fully regret the XM Scarlet Witch and buy his, but we shall see. All right, next up we have XM Thanos and Death. Piece again, my jaw was on the floor when I saw it. I was like, that is killer. Didn't plan on with having the Thanos bust to get another Thanos, but the fact that it included Death, I was just like, killer. She is so exceptionally well done, the cape and all that. I love the change out on Thanos, all the options that they give. Just, if it, again, much like the Hulk, if it delivers what I see there, it is going to be a piece to have and much sought after. Next up, we have a custom Thing. My favorite character probably as a kid. I love the Fantastic Four, and Ben Grimm was my favorite character. Whenever I saw this, I was like, I've got to have it. So very, very well done. Some amazing details and swap out. I think they just nailed what Ben's about. Love the cigar portrait. The other one's good, but which is actually the comic art, the cover art that this was based on by Delato. But the cigar one is the one I'm going to display because it's just so much of his character, and just absolutely love the promise of this piece, and I hope again that it delivers in the way that I think and know it will. Really excited about having him. Next is a custom Vision. Again, comes with the Sentinel base, has several swap out heads, several swap out options on the arms there to give various things. He's holding a Sentry head. One of them he's reaching out towards you. Just exceptionally well done in the renders, and starting to see some prototype photos coming out, and looks really promising. Really excited for this piece also. Again, will fit nicely with the Avengers I keep saying Sentinel, Sentry line that they have going. If I said Sentinel earlier, I meant Sentry, the Ultron Sentries. So exceptional piece, really looking forward to him. And lastly, the piece that I alluded to in the intro that went up for purchase order last night, actually, and when I saw this, I was just like, that is cool. It is so original. Again, in the Delato style, the Spider-Man there, just that's going to be a centerpiece. It's going to be a very large piece. I think probably about the same size as Hulk, maybe a little bit larger. But man, what an impressive start to this project, and a lot of buzz about this. Excited to get my hands on this one. So I'm out of space. So anyways, we'll figure it out. So that's going to do it for my purchase orders. I got a lot of stuff coming in. Some of it won't be until 2021, but a lot of stuff looking forward to. Interested to see how I'm going to fit it all in the cabinet. I'm probably going to have to sell off some of my older pieces that are not necessarily my favorites to make room for them. I'm actually going to eventually disassemble my 1/6 Hot Toys dioramas, that side, and build cabinets for the statues over there. I just have fallen in love with the quarter scale statue side and the bust, and my wife thinks I'm crazy for disassembling everything, but that's what's going to probably happen. But anyway, thanks for watching again this week. Hit that like, sub, and notification bell. When I hit 500 subscribers, I'm going to give away 3 of these dudes. You can have them custom engraved by my nephew. Whatever you would like to have on there, your name or image there, we can deal with that. What I'm going to do is release a giveaway video. And if you comment on that video and are also a sub, then that's where I'm going to choose the 3 winners from. So by hitting sub and the notification bell, you'll know when that giveaway video comes out, right? So also at 1,000 subs, I'm also going to have another giveaway, but I'm waiting for a piece to come in to tie into that. You'll see it you'll know it whenever you see it. But anyway, hope you enjoyed this first edition of Half-Ass Stash. That's hard to say. Hope you enjoyed it. I really appreciate y'all watching. I really do. And thanks for tuning in. Stay safe, stay healthy, and I'll catch you next week.